Ireland and Northern Ireland compared. The difference between Ireland and Northern Ireland is more than just locations, and their similarity is beyond the name they both share. But very many people are confused about Ireland and Northern compared. They mix up the two or get befuddled by what both of them are. In fact, some people think they can use the names interchangeably. Now, is there a difference or differences between the two? Are they not one and the same? These questions and related ones do hit our inbox time and again, many times a week. Frankly, we don't have to scold anyone for asking such a question. To clarify things for any who are still unsure about that is the purpose of this video. Two countries on an island. Anyone not from Ireland or the United Kingdom could easily get the definitions of these geographical locations and their current respective status wrapped. To begin with, they are not the same. We shall provide an explanation of the main differences and similarities. At least you'll learn how they relate to each other and how the name came to belong to the two. Let's begin with the location. There is an island in the North Atlantic Ocean in northwestern Europe. This island is in the west of Great Britain, separated by the North Channel, the Irish Sea and St. George's Channel. This island entirely is called Ireland. It's the second largest island in the British Isles, the third largest on the continent of Europe, and the 20th largest in the world. This geographical location is geopolitically divided between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Please, wait for a second there and don't get confused. For the sake of emphasis, we have on the same island a country called the Republic of Ireland and another one called Northern Ireland. Please lock that in. The Republic of Ireland is also simply and officially known as Ireland. So more often than not, the name Ireland, with or without the inclusion of the Republic of, refers to this country. The other country is definitely called Northern Ireland. The historical relationship. The entire island of Ireland has existed as one nation as far back as the 1st century AD. The Irish-speaking native Gaels, who were predominantly Catholic Gaelic, had dominated the region then. The nation was made up of many Gaelic kingdoms and territories, all part of the province of Ulster. From the 5th century onwards, the island was Christianized. The 12th century saw the Anglo-Norman invasion, leading England into claiming sovereignty. Having overrun Ireland in 1169, a coalition of forces commanded by the English crown occupied most of the island. That signified the beginning of 800-year foreign central authority control. There were unsuccessful attempts at resistance which were swiftly crushed everywhere. The major kingdoms of Ulster remained intact with English authority in the province. However, it took some 4 to 5 centuries before English rule could extend over the whole island. That was after the 16th to 17th century Tudor conquest, leading to colonisation by settlers from Britain. With the 1801 Acts of Union, Ireland became a part of the United Kingdom. Then, a war of independence broke out in the early 20th century, leading to the partitioning of the island by the Government of Ireland Act 1920. This resulted in the creation of the Irish Free State. As decades passed by, the state was becoming increasingly sovereign. The northern region of the land remained a part of the United Kingdom. It became Northern Ireland in May 1921, as it was not part of the partitioning by the Government of Ireland Act of 1920. Unfortunately, that decision to stick with the United Kingdom did not come without its challenges. For example, the majority in the southern area of Ireland, which in 1922 became the Irish Free State, and a significant minority in the newly formed Northern Ireland were Irish nationalists who wanted a united and independent Ireland. The creation of Northern Ireland was accompanied by violent crises, both by supporters and opposition to partition. The civil unrest in the region reached its heights from the late 60s through to the 1990s. Thanks to the Good Friday Agreement in 1998, peace was fully restored. Meanwhile, the Republic of Ireland joined the European Economic Community in 1973, while the United Kingdom, which had by then included Northern Ireland, did the same. Geographical location and size. The entire island's population is just over 7 million. Some 5 million of them are living in the Republic of Ireland, while the remaining 1.9 million are in Northern Ireland. As a whole, Ireland is Europe's second most populous island. The Republic of Ireland is in northwest Europe. It shares only its land borders with Northern Ireland. It's surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, the Celtic Sea, St. George's Channel and the Irish Sea to the south, southeast and east respectively. It covers a total area of 27,133 square miles, about 2% of which is covered by water. On the other hand, Northern Ireland, as one of the 4 regions of the United Kingdom, is situated in the northeast of the island of Ireland. Its area of 5,460 square miles is bordered to the south and west by the Republic of Ireland. With a 2021 population of 1,903,100, it's about 27% of the entire island population, while representing about 3% of the UK's population. Current political structure. There are 32 counties on the island of Ireland, 26 of which are in Ireland. Dublin, situated on the eastern side of the island, is the capital and largest city of the Republic. The Greater Dublin area is home to around 2,073,459 million of the country's population. It's a unitary parliamentary republic. Its legislature, called the Oireachtas, consists of a lower house known as Dáil Éireann, known as Sinead Éireann. It has an elected president who serves majorly as a ceremonial head of state, though he has some important powers and performs crucial duties. The Prime Minister of Taoiseach is the head of government, who is elected by the legislature and appointed by the president. The Prime Minister will then appoint other government ministers. Only 6 out of the counties on the island are situated in Northern Ireland and hence fall in the area covered by the UK. The Northern Ireland Assembly, which was established by the Northern Ireland Act 1998, is responsible for a range of devolved policy matters. As is in the other regions in the UK, other areas are reserved for the UK government. Interestingly, the governments of both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland cooperate in several areas as agreed under the terms of the Belfast Agreement. Belfast, which is the capital of Northern Ireland, is also the largest city. Major differences. Those living in the Republic of Ireland are called Irish. Those living in Northern Ireland are called Northern Irish, Irish or British. There is no definitive and agreed upon way to describe Northern Ireland. You can find any of the descriptions such as province, region and country in different publications, including official. Ireland is a member of the EU, while Northern Ireland, as a part of the UK that has exited the organisation, is no longer a part of it. Yet there's no physical border between the two. The Good Friday Agreement has abolished that, so people with legitimate intent can travel between the two countries without checks. Though there are worries about the reintroduction of a physical border following Brexit, there has been a solid agreement not to introduce this. Other areas of comparison. The flag of Ireland is quite different from that of Northern Ireland. While the former's flag is the tricolour of green, white and orange, the latter's official flag is the Union Jack of Great Britain. The Ulster banner, being used by the Northern Ireland government from 1953 until 1973, stopped being used with the dissolution of the government and parliament. They have different currencies. While Ireland, being part of the Eurozone, uses the euro, Northern Ireland trades in the pound. However, while euros are accepted in some places in Northern Ireland, where you will find the sign Euros Accepted, the pound is no legal tender in any part of the Republic of Ireland. The Garda Síochána, the police force in Ireland, are unarmed. But the police service of Northern Ireland is armed with Glock 17 handguns. English is the only official language of Northern Ireland, and it has influences from the Republic, Scotland and England with a clearly different accent. On the other hand, the Republic of Ireland has English and Gaelic or Irish as the official languages. Road signs and names are written in the two. English is the Irish predominant language except in the areas of Gaeltacht, where Irish is the first language. The two islands have gone through a lot in history. Please, what do you think about the difference between these two geographical locations? Kindly let's have your comment on this. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.